Hello and good evening and welcome to a very special program on Cricket Predicta on NewsX, powered by 1xBet. Yesterday's double header in the IPL 2024 saw Punjab Kings triumph over Delhi Capital by a wicket led by captain Shikhar Dhawan. Meanwhile, Kolkata Knight Riders secured a thrilling victory against Sunrisers Hyderabad by a narrow margin of 4 runs. Andre Russell's explosive innings of 64 unbeaten runs and his crucial wickets turned the tide in Kolkata's favour. Today, well, it's an exciting day today with an exciting panel. The excitement continues with 2 captivating matches. Firstly, Rajasthan Royals will take on Lucknow Super Giants at the Savai Man Singh Stadium at Jaipur. Rajasthan, despite missing key players due to injury and opting out, holds a historical advantage over Lucknow. However, Lucknow's lineup boasts of inclusion of Devdutt Padikkal, set to make his debut and potentially make an impact against his former team. The sluggish pitch at the Savai Madhav Singh Stadium traditionally favours the bowlers, setting the stage for an intriguing contest. In the second match of the day, the 5-times champion Mumbai Indians, yes, Apli Mumbai, Amchi Mumbai, will clash with the Gujarat Titans at the Narendra Modi Stadium today in Ahmedabad. Spotlight shines on Gujarat's new captain, Shubman Gill, leading his team against his former side, captained by Hardik Pandya. Isn't it an amazing thing? 2 former friends completely turning out foes. That's something we'll get Mr. Rajkumar Sharma, the star coach, who's been globetrotting. I guess what city is he in? Chennai, Chandigarh, Delhi, I don't know. Welcome to the show, Mr. Rajkumar Sharma. Tell us where you are. It's important.
No, Sunil, I'm back to Delhi and really enjoyed 2 days of brilliant IPL matches, one at Chennai and yesterday at Mohali, and both the grounds were beautiful and the atmosphere was electrifying in both the places. Punjab has built a new stadium which looks very good with good capacity of 55,000 people, and it was all red because they were supporting their team, Punjab, So it was an exciting match as well as, a journey to that stadium.
Absolutely. While you collect your flying miles, we'll also get on to Mr. Paul Dinette. Paul, welcome to the show from Australia. Which part of Australia are you in this time? Paul Dinette. All right, before Paul comes in, I'll go to Noel David. Noel, the ever-energetic, the best fielder of the Indian side in the 90s and the early 90s. Noel, welcome to the show. What is your thought about this entire IPL, the new season?
Brilliant. I also was watching, like Rajesh was saying, I also was watching both the games. Both the games took off very well.
Absolutely.
Close, exciting, things were really, the show, this thing of IPL, the glamour, the celebrities, all were, into the stadium. The crowd, the new look of IPL, the new rules in IPL, everything as clicked. And I think this IPL will be a different IPL from what we have seen during our coming years. It will be brilliant.
Well, absolutely. Let's shift our focus to the first match. Now, what is the Cricket Predicta saying, especially at the Savai Man Singh Stadium? Let's talk about the pitch, Total matches, they've been played here, 52, batting winning first is 18, batting second one is 34. So it seems the team winning the toss will go on to field first. Mr. Rajkumar Sharma, what is your take onto it?
Definitely, Sunil, you rightly said, anybody would like to chase on this particular ground because there is no dew, it is a day game, and so there is no fear of dew also. So, anybody would like to bowl first, and then wicket remains same, and it is easy to chase. So I think the team winning the toss will like to chase.
So historically, has it always been like this, or this is a new development, especially at the T20? You've seen it from the close quarters in the last 3 decades. Your views, sir?
Yeah, Sunil, it happens in India most of the time. I would say rather 70 to 80%, you will find that captain winning the toss would like to chase because the wickets are very good at this stage. Maybe later in April when the second phase of IPL, that time it would be dry wickets and would be difficult to chase. But for now, these are fresh wickets, and it is always easy to chase, because wicket remains the same, and you have a target in front of your eyes, and you can plan it that way. So preferably, everybody would like to chase in the first phase of the IPL.
An interesting point. I think if Paul Dennett is ready with us, we'll come back to him a little later. Noel, what is your experience of playing at Savai Madhavpur over the years?
Savai always, it's a day game, and whenever we played Ranji Trophy games, it was totally a batting strip because of the weather conditions. At present, I think it's really hot there, and especially during the day, it gets worse, hot and hot. But I agree with this thing that anyone who wins the toss would love to chase because the wicket is good, will be good. It becomes a bit more easier because I know it's a new wicket at present.
Right.
It will be because after a long time, matches are being taken, the ball will move a little bit, and later on it will come onto the bat very well. So I think toss will play a crucial thing in this match.
Absolutely. It's not just the toss, it throws up the game. Again, you have Rajasthan Royals. You have a Yashasvi Jaiswal, Sanju Samson, Joss Butler and Shimron Hetmeyer. I think it's one of the most explosive 5 batters in the game. What is your view, Mr. Rajkumar Sharma, on these 4 names that we've discussed? Jaiswal, Samson, Butler and Hetmeyer.
Yeah, too good. That is the best batting lineup one can think of. And they are so dangerous in power play. So any team playing against them would like to see off that power play because both Yashasvi and Butler are just brutal. They can take 60 to 70 runs in those 6 overs, and that is going to be very, very crucial. Rajasthan will totally depend on these 2 guys to get them very good start in the beginning. And moreover, they have got a brilliant middle order. So Rajasthan looks a very, very formidable and balanced team.
Well, absolutely. Rajasthan definitely does. Well, spare a thought on Lucknow Super Giants. And I'm also joined by Mr. Paul Dennett, the Aussie that we haven't spoken to after the victory of the World Cup. I mean, we haven't been friends. Paul, welcome to the show.
Thank you. I was wondering why you didn't want me on after Australia won the World Cup. Is that why?
Absolutely. We were detoxing the Aussies brand of cricket and we were getting it out of our system. But happy to have you back. Just talk about the Aussies here in the Lucknow Super Giants team. You have Marcus Stoinis. Your views on his?
Yeah, his career is kind of at a crossroads. He's still in the Australian side, but only just. His batting has been disappointing of late. He's kind of kept his spot in the Australian side with his bowling, where he's just chipping in for a wicket here and there. I really hope he performs because I could see him out of this LSG side halfway through the tournament. He really, like a lot of T20 players, wants to bat at the top of the order. And, if he's going to come in at number 6, that's not his ideal spot. But it's going to be interesting to see what Justin Langer, the very mellow Justin Langer, who's apparently really fitting into the Lucknow scene really well. Langer, who was known as being very intense in Australia, seems to be, LSG seems to be really suiting him. So will he have the heart to drop him? Maybe I'm going a bit premature there.
Absolutely. It's one of the contests where you don't have a top Aussie player in the top in both the teams. Does it hurt? Ouch moment.
Well, I mean, not only that, but the last few days, Mitchell Starc has been hammered around.
Yes.
Pat Cummins had an opportunity to win the game and missed it. Glenn Maxwell got a golden duck. It hasn't been the greatest start for the Aussies in the IPL. And to be fair, when the IPL began, the Aussies were kind of probably the most sought after players. It's not the case anymore. A lot of the magic has been.
Paul, I will have to stop you there because I see some smile on Mr. Rajkumar Sharma's face and more so on Noel David. So, Mr. Rajkumar Sharma, you want to come in here and just talk about what Paul is saying and second it?
Yeah, I think he's right saying this, that they were the most sorted, players, when at the time of auction. And they were really heavily paid also. But unfortunately, it's not gone very well till now. But I think they are very good players and they will bounce back. And as far as Stoinis is concerned, I think he has done very well in IPL. So I think he'll continue his good work for LSG because they have shown a lot of faith on him.
Absolutely. Let's look at the star bowlers. Noel, we talk about the star bowlers in both the teams. Let's focus on Rajasthan Royals. Chahal is there, Ashwin, Trent Bolt, and Andre Berger. I don't know, whatever you want to call him. His pace and control in the new is almost amazing when it comes to the IPL. Your views, Noel, on these four bowlers, Chahal, Bolt, Ashwin, and Berger.
No, all four are brilliant. We know how Chahal works during the IPL. He's brilliant. I know he's not played much game. He's been in the domestic league. Ashwin has just come out from the Test series. He's been brilliant. He's been picking up 5 wickets. So this guy is in form. But when I come to bowlers and all, I have not seen them much, to be very honest.
Awesome.
But what you're telling me that he is this guy, I think he will, because anyone comes into the IPL, they come with a lot of confidence, and especially the Aussies. As Mark was saying, I believe the Aussies are late starters. They take it very easily, and then when time comes, they get on. They press the pedal, and that's how they perform every time. And the bowlers, as you said, these four bowlers will be the key bowlers for Rajasthan, and I think Ashwin will play the major role.
Sir, would you agree to Noel's observation that Aussies are, slow starters and they pick up the gear? It's like an old Mercedes, it takes time to start, heat up, especially in winters. And Paul is smiling on that bit. When they suddenly, and we've seen it in the past 6 months, how they've pained India.
Yeah. Australian players are too good. That's why they have been highly paid, Sunil, and they are most sorted in the auction also. And I think they will play their part. They are coming here with great reputation. They have beaten us in both World Cup and World Test Championship. So they have shown that they are good cricketers, and everybody would love to see them playing well in IPL as well.
It's now time to spot a very pointed question. Noel David, off to you.
Yeah.
Chahal hasn't been playing very regularly, whether it's the Indian team or at the domestic circuit. Now, from a player's perspective, of course, you've played for India. And you know what it is like to stay out in the cold and not be warming the benches at the dugout. Do you think he would be also battling his demons in his mind?
Yeah, of course. See, if I'm Chahal, I will really want to play, because I want to take that demon out of me. I want to go there and give my best shot.
Right.
Because sitting back in the bench will always deteriorate my confidence. So whatsoever it is, whether I have not played any league or domestic, but I want to play. I want to get onto the pitch. I want to ready to go out there and go, so that my confidence will get back. Whether I get hit or but I will give it a try. That should be the positive attitude of Chahal. Because Chahal is a very good bowler. He's a very tricky bowler. If he gets his line, then it will be dangerous for the opposition, because
absolutely,
we all know what Chahal can do with his flippers, with his googlies, with his drifting balls, which he bowls outside the off stump, wide outside the off stump. He's a tricky bowler.
Incidentally, he holds few records when it comes to bowling and when it comes to the IPL. Of course, I'm going to shift my focus on to Paul Dinette. Paul, a player called Shamar Joseph. What do you think of him?
Well, I mean, he was an absolute star in this recent Australian summer.
Absolutely.
I can't emphasise how much he really lit up the summer, because we thought it was going to be a really terrible summer with the West Indies sadly not being the force that they once were. But not only did they draw the series, he was getting standing ovations from the Australian crowd right from the start, because of he batted really well, and then with what looked like a broken toe, came out and bowled the West Indies to an absolutely stunning victory. So I'm really looking to see, I don't think he's playing today, but I'm looking to see how he goes for LSG throughout this tournament.
Yeah.
It was quite romantic, people saying, he's going to stick to only Test cricket and he's going to turn down the IPL. I said, don't give me that. Anyone who's been invited to the IPL, you are going to go, yes, sir, I am going there straight away. And I have no criticism whatsoever for him to go, and I hope he does really well.
I'm glad the Aussies are changing their stance from the days when when they would bring their packed foods into India and the packed water bottles. But that's a story for another day. We'll also talk about the second match upcoming, which is quite a humdinger right now. And it looks like a brilliant game between two of the most important teams. Of course, we've got the stadium at the Narendra Modi Stadium. And there have been 27 matches, and team batting first inconsequentially has won 13 and the team batting second 14. But let's understand what is the lineup for Gujarat Titans versus Mumbai Indians. I think it's coming out to be the Western Derby, where the Mumbai team and the Gujarat teams are becoming fierce competitors. Mr. Rajkumar Sharma, Shubman Gill, David Miller, Riddhiman Saha and Omar Zai. What do you think of this combination for Gujarat? Understand that Gujarat is not as fancy, not as 70 kind of a blockbuster weekend hit, but at the same time, they're not an art movie either. They know how to make runs. Your views?
Yeah, it is going to be a good match. For Mumbai, they can't take it easy. Gujarat has shown that they have done well in the past. And with Shubman Gill, the new captain, he'll have a point to prove. And I think they must have planned, big for this particular match, because Hardik Pandya has gone from Gujarat to Mumbai now. So it is going to be a keen tussle as well as a closely looked match because of Hardik. Everybody would like to see that what he do for Mumbai, since he was the captain of Gujarat till the last time.
Sir, you know how critical Mumbai fans are, and of course this is Cricket Predicta and the fans. Just imagine when Rohit Sharma walks into bat, especially after not looking at the toss and not doing the toss. What do you think the crowd atmosphere would be like? Would he get more support, or will it be like Hardik Pandya, who's moved from Gujarat to Mumbai? Just take us through the mindset of it.
As everybody knows, Mumbai people have not liked it, to be honest, because they love Rohit Sharma, and suddenly he's been taken away. His captaincy is taken away, so nobody has liked it. There were so many people who left the page of Mumbai Indians, and they always criticize this move of Mumbai Indians. But it is up to the franchisee to decide what is on, and I think Rohit should take it sportingly, and he will. He must have been told that we are making this change. But, people are, those fans of Rohit doesn't like it.
Absolutely. I wonder what this team, we're just waiting for how the thing looks like. But again, you have Mumbai Indians, you have Hardik Pandya, you have Brevis, you have Tim David. Paul Dinate, what is your expectations when it comes to cricket, batting from Mumbai Indians? Are they going to be as explosive, or will they take a little lower down the order and then play it cool?
Well, they've got a pretty explosive lineup, with Ishan Kishan, Hardik Pandya, Romario Shepherd potentially, and Tim David. He's my favourite player, I think, in world cricket. And he had a little bit of a disappointing Big Bash. He got a lot of 15s and 20s. But then in the recent games for Australia, he's kind of back to his best. And I just find him the most exciting. There's so many exciting players in the IPL, but a guy 6'5" with such enormous power, clean hitting ability, his record, his strike rate and his average are absolutely superb. So he's probably, as I said, of all the players in the entire tournament, the one I want to do best. And I'm hoping then that he can also spearhead Australia to a World Cup victory in a couple of months' time.
Well, very interestingly, my team has put together some brilliant stats on the screen right now, but we'll also talk about Gujarat Titans. Mohit Sharma, 21 wickets in the last 10 matches with an amazing strike rate of 8.9. Sir, we've got Mohit Sharma, Rashid Khan, Noor Ahmed and Umesh Yadav. But Rajkumar Sharma, sir, you happen to know Mohit Sharma from early on in his career. Do you think this is his swan song? He's doing a pretty good job when it comes to playing at the fag end of his career, and he knows that his days are numbered. But isn't he proving out and doing a great job of it, sir?
Yeah, definitely, and he's showing his experience now, because he's played so many IPLs and he's done so well when he was in Chennai, Mahendra Dhoni had a lot of faith on him, and he proved that faith on the ground also. And now he's a very mature bowler. He's got a good Yorkers, good slower one, and he bowls the death overs really well. So he is going to be very, very handy for the team, and I think he has a point to prove that he has a lot of cricket left in him.
Well, he's got a lot of cricket left in him. He certainly has. And it's quite an impressive thinking mind that he has. Also, let's talk about some Afghanistan players. And it seems to be a matter of contention, especially with the Aussies. I mean, they have refused to travel and to play in an international bilateral series. Paul, what's wrong with the world? I mean, why is Aussies, they refuse to play Afghanistan? And don't they have a little battle going on between the Afghanistan players and between the Aussies in the dressing room somehow?
Well, it's a very interesting point. I mean, yes. I suppose the Australian Cricket Board's viewpoint would be that because the Afghanistan women's team has been kind of cancelled, that as part of international cricket, it's meant to be that you're allowed to have, you're required to give equal opportunities to the women's team. And given that that's the case, not the case, then they're saying, well, we're not willing to play Afghanistan in bilateral matches. Now, the critics of that will say, well, that's a great stance, but then if that's the case, why do you still play them in World Cup games? And why do you still allow players like Rashid Khan to come down to the Big Bash and be such huge draw cards in the Big Bash? And I can see both sides of it. It's a very difficult one. And I suppose I'm going to sort of play straight back to it and say that I think the Australian board are in a difficult situation, and they're trying to basically try to please everyone, which is impossible to do. But I think that aside from that, there's a huge love from the Australians for the Afghanistan men's team, and it's a great sadness that this is, for whatever reasons, good or however valid they are, it's a great sadness that the series has had to be cancelled.
Well, we're talking about Cricket Predicta on CRICIT, and Cricket Predicta's first match. What is your observation and what is your prediction? Paul Dinette.
I think, the first match, we've got to check the score at the moment. It's gone off my TV. My first match, I think Rajasthan's going to win. That'd be my predictor, and my predictor for the second match, I'll go for Mumbai.
Well, what's the second match predictor going to be? I'm
saying Mumbai to beat Gujarat.
Absolutely. Before going on to Noel David, I'd like to ask the same question and toss it to Mr. Rajkumar Sharma. Sir, your view. The first
I'll go with the same view that Rajasthan are the favourites in the first game, and second game, Sunil, it is going to be Mumbai who will come as a favourite. But it is a T20 game. You cannot predict match. Anybody can win because all are very good teams. But as far as the prediction is concerned, I believe Rajasthan is going to win the first game and Mumbai can win the second game.
Noel, your final closing remark before we've just got 30 seconds before we wrap our show. Noel David, your views.
Rajasthan and Gujarat.
Absolutely. We've got one person talking about Gujarat and not Mumbai Indians. And if that happens, I'm going to put your handle onto the screen and get more and more Mumbai Indian fans to reach out to you. Well, that's all we had time for. We've got a wonderful Aussie who's also willing to come to India and enjoy the IPL match. And we had the coach of Virat Kohli, Mr. Rajkumar Sharma. Well, that's all we had time for Cricket Predicta on NewsX. It's a daily show. Don't go anywhere.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.